All right, guys. We are season 5, episode 205 with Mo Sheldon tonight, and we're going to be streaming live here on YouTube. So if you want to check us out on YouTube and watch us live, go over to iflyparamotors.com. My name is Sean Simons, also known as PPG Grandpa. Welcome, everyone. Glad that you are here. And
YouTube. So if you want to check us out on YouTube and watch
uh-oh,
us.
somebody has their stuff on. Okay, good. Glad that you got that. All right. So we're a little bit early tonight. And the reason why we're a little bit early tonight is because Mo needs to, well, he's actually on his cell phone. And show us really quick, where are you? I mean, you're on top of something, right?
But yes, Mo Sheldon, by the way, and I am at Motown Airport where we're going to be hosting the 21st Arizona Flying Circus. And basically, I came up on top of this tower. We have two towers set up like this. I'll kind of point out. There's one right over here, and I'm sitting on top of the other one, about 25 feet off the ground here. The reason I'm doing that is I'm out in the middle of the desert, and the nearest cell tower is way over there somewhere. Might be able to see the lights, but
So we're
and so
so
I'm
we're
trying to get
hoping
the
so
best
we're hoping
reception.
that he'll be able to be on the phone for this entire time. So we're going to go for an hour. We just decided to jump on a little bit early tonight. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Mo. Definitely appreciate it.
Sure,
You've hosted the Flying Circus for the last 20 years, and this is going to be your 21st year over at the
that's
Flying
right.
Circus. And we got everybody in the chat. You got me, Sean Simons, Kevin Houston, Linda Anderson, Will Fly, Scuba Steve. And tonight we're going to be talking to Mo Sheldon over in Arizona with the Flying Circus. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you get into paramotoring?
So sure, I started with paramotors back in 1998. Boy, back then there were not many people flying. I think there were maybe 300 in the whole country. Started in early 1998, and yeah, the gear was pretty sketch back then too. There weren't very many manufacturers or very many choices. I started on a DK Whisper, um, and I learned from a skydiving instructor, thinking that would be a good way to go, and it was really rocky. My first few years were really tough. I broke a lot of gear and nearly killed myself more than a few times. My wife came out to watch me once, and she says, "Look, I support you doing this, but I can't witness your death."
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a pretty rocky road when I first started, and that's really what kind of guided me towards becoming an instructor. Is I wanted to help other people not kind of go down this same road I did. Um, yeah, and
Okay.
so
So for those out there that do not know about the Flying Circus, which I'm surprised that you don't, but maybe you don't, tell us a little bit about the Flying Circus and what
sure.
that's all about.
So yeah, so about 20 years ago, we started a small kind of little fly-in, and we invited just the local pilots, and we had maybe 10 or 15 people show up. That was our first flying circus. And then the second year, we thought, let's make it a little bigger, and it got to 30 people, and then 40 people, and 50. And last year, I think we had almost 600 people here.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty neat, pretty good gathering. And this event has just grown and become just amazing over the years. Super excited about what we're going to do this year. Again, I'm out at Motown Airport now, and what's really cool about this airport is it can host not only paramotor. We've got some really cool paramotor launch sites. I'll kind of point my camera in that direction. So often off to the west here, we've got really nice paramotor launch site, kind of all the way down here. And again, I'm going to rotate my camera. This right below me here is another paramotor launch site, and then smack in the middle of it, we've got a 2,800-foot runway. We get all kinds of planes that come through for the event as well. So
So
anything
it's
that
hard
flies, whether it's helicopters, go ahead.
so it's hard to tell on your video. Is that paved or is it just a dirt runway?
It's a dirt runway. Yeah, we just dragged it today, so it looks a little bit paved, but no, it's dirt. And we have had some amazing planes come out, some from twins to all kinds of the different fixed wings, helicopters, and lots of sport pilot planes come out too.
If people heard about the Flying Circus, they probably heard about planes dumping cash. What's that all about?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we started that a few years ago. Someone donated $5,000 in $1 bills, and we thought, let's do a big cash drop with that, and that's just turned into a fun thing here at the event. We're always looking for fun, crazy things to do, and this year we got a big donor that I think we've got like $50,000 of cash. So
Dang,
it'll
man.
be really interesting.
Wow, might need
Change
to
my flying
try.
plans.
Yeah, you might want to change your plans and head this way.
Might need to change
Sorry,
our
bad
plans and head
apples.
that way. I know, right?
That's hilarious.
Exactly.
Right. And then
good chunk of
the
change.
signature of our event, we have uh, this guy who built a bowling ball cannon, and we play this game called Bowling Ball Bingo, where you guess where the ball is going to land. And if you've not seen a bowling ball cannon, it's pretty crazy. This thing just shoots up a ball several thousand feet in the air. It's kind of surreal seeing it. So
So how does that work? If a cannon shoots up a cannonball and lands, how do we play the bingo with that? I mean,
so
is there
bingo is
grids out there?
you get targets and you put your name on a target. So the person who is the where the ball lands, the closest target wins.
Oh, okay. So
And
it's just one shot. Okay.
It's one shot, and we'll do about 5 of them. So there's 5 different prizes. So, and the winner gets to light the next ball. So that's also kind of fun.
Oh my gosh, that does sound like fun, man. It sounds like it's going to be really crazy. Now, you guys on the panel, real quick, what have you heard about the flying circus? And do you have any questions for Mo tonight?
I've
I
heard
will-
of the
I'll-
airplane. A lot of airplanes.
Go ahead,
All right.
Linda.
What's that, Linda? Say.
I said I heard that a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of airplanes fly through there. Don't they
There
have
are a lot of
their-
airplanes, but there's probably more paramotors. I'd say the paramotor
Oh.
activity is the largest gathering.
Okay.
And that's been one of the real challenges, to figure out how can we keep an event going where, you have safety. We obviously don't want to have major safety issues, but keeping it safe. Yet at the same time, it's really important to me to sort of find that fine line of freedom and keep as little rules as possible and still have a functioning event.
When did it start changing? Like you started having like fire breathers and flamethrowers. When did all that start to come into play?
So a few years ago, it's probably been about 8 or 9 years ago, we had the event at a hotel called the Francisco Grand Hotel and Golf Resort. And that was really fun. And it was kind of a more civilized event because we had a hotel we could go to and a heated pool and, restaurants, but we couldn't get all the crazy stuff like we have now. So when we moved to Motown, it really opened it up for us to have, we're out in the middle of the desert. My nearest neighbor is 4 miles away. So we can do all kinds of crazy stuff out here. I'm going to point the camera off in the distance. It's going to be hard to see, but there's a pile where I'm pointing over there with 800 Christmas trees. We're going to do a huge bonfire Saturday night. We couldn't do that at the hotel.
No, probably wouldn't want to do a bonfire like that at the hotel.
Right. And we're going to probably light it with this stuff called Dragon's Breath. If you have,
What's that?
you look it up on just Google Dragon's Breath. We're going to probably have 4 or 5 people light it at the same time.
That's going to be
So yeah, it's fun. We try to have quite a bit of pyro fun and try to mix it up. What's neat about the event is it's really opened up not just paramotor and just fixed wing. We have a shooting range on site right next to the Christmas tree pile, and people bring their craziest guns here. One year, someone brought a Ma Deuce, which is it's a 50 caliber machine gun.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, the kind of stuff that goes on here. It's fun. And we really encourage people to bring the best of themselves, and it shows. We get 500 people who bring in the best of themselves. It's an amazing event, which is why we keep doing it year after year.
And you said you think that we're going to have 600 or more this year?
We're going to cap it to about 550 this year. So
550? Okay.
Yeah, that it was a bit too much last year, and so we've capped it to 550. So far
Only
we've sold close to,
550 people.
right. Yeah, so far we've sold almost 300 tickets. So
Oh my gosh.
How many
yeah,
people
it's
were there last year?
we had about 600 last year, and our ticket sales are much greater this year than last. So we'll see. I hate doing
Interesting.
that, but if people are come down the road and we're like, our tickets are sold out, we're going to turn people away.
Wait,
Oh
you said
no.
550 and they're dropping how much money? What does that divide into each person?
Yeah, when it comes down to it, we really don't make that much money on this event. We pour a lot of money back into the event. So everything that comes back in comes back to the event. You know, we try to, if you were here, you'd see we put on a crazy fireworks show. Um,
Well, and
and just
entertainment every night, and it's just
right,
it's it's mind-boggling the amount of money you guys put into it.
right. Yeah, we have a catered dinner on Saturday night that's just out of this world. So you're out in the middle of the desert with this like first class catered dinner. It's amazing. The best barbecue you've ever had. Um,
I'm still
yeah,
thinking about that $50,000 in cash being dropped.
right.
Yeah, burgers on the grill sound good, but $50,000 coming in from the sky, that's just awesome.
It's pretty surreal watching that kind of money coming out of the sky, even
That's
if it's
really
one
awesome.
dollar bills.
I
Oh, that's
only got $5 last year.
Right. Well, you're gonna. I can guarantee you will get more this year.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to
It
be
will be
there.
worth your price of admission.
what is the price of admission if we want to join, if we want to go?
I think the I haven't looked at what the gate prices are, but I think it's 180 for the basic, and then 260 for the full enchilada, which includes a Saturday night banquet and the bowling ball tickets and everything else.
Wow. So this can be
So
really awesome.
yeah, it's a fun event.
It does.
So
So
you're
I know,
seriously dropping 50,000 this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Me thinking Jim's having second
You've changed
thoughts.
your mind. You're like, maybe I'll be coming to this event.
Dang, how well it is Monday. I could still make it.
right?
Right.
Um, that's pretty incredible. So anyway,
If you
anybody
haven't
have
been
any
out here,
questions in this?
we border a national monument. It's really hard to see, but the mountains around here are just spectacular. It's just, and we've had a bunch of rain the last couple of weeks, so the desert is really green right now. It's really
Oh, that's
beautiful
cool.
out here. Yeah, I think our dust. We're not going to have any dust this year. A few years past, it was super dusty, but with all this rain we're getting, it's going to be really nice.
Well, that's excellent. So, any questions in the super chat? Any questions on the panel before we continue? And it's almost 7 o'clock. So we got a long, fun show to talk about the flying circus tonight. Anybody have any questions? Make sure that you ask questions. Also, Will Fly is going to be doing the spinny wheel of Winnie thing because Mo is going to be giving away prop covers. Tell us about the prop
Right.
covers and who it's from and a little bit about where it's coming from.
So I started developing a paramotor about 8 years ago called the Moment, and we just started getting. We've been selling it for a couple of years locally, but really pushing it online now. And look up Moment Paramotors. We're going to be giving away the prop set of prop covers from Moment Paramotors, and either left or right-handed, whichever prop the person wins.
Okay. So let's say that somebody wants to go and check out this fly-in. Where do they go? Is there a specific URL or just Google
Yeah.
search the flying circus, or how does this work?
Well, there's a lot of really cool videos out there, but the best place to go is probably our website. It's arizonaflyingcircus.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook and all the other social media as well. We've been posting a bunch of really cool videos up on those. So yeah, give you a good flavor of what's coming.
Sounds like we got a lot of cool stuff coming. All right. So was there any questions in the super chat or on the panel before we continue? Just want to make sure.
Angela Preslick wants to know what's the weather, the typical weather there that time of the year.
Okay.
So the forecasted, that's a great question. The forecast for the weekend of the Circus, which is the 15th through the 18th of February, the forecast looks like it's going to be highs of about 65 to 70 and lows of 50.
Nice.
So yeah, it's going to be really nice. I think it's going to be sunny. It looks like Sunday it's going to be cloudy with a very slight chance of rain. But the forecast is still 10 days out. It's hard to know. But Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday look great.
Wow, that's awesome.
And we've got some rain. The other good news is we've got some rain coming in this week, which is going to really help the dust. And we've had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks, which has really, really kept everything kind of. So, yeah, that's good. I don't know if you've heard about Burning Man, but last year Burning Man got just kind of inundated with dust. They were just, oh no, it rained. And then people couldn't get out. It like 20,000 people that were just stuck.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
the video.
that's always a concern about having an event out in the desert here is the weather. But it looks like it's going to be really good this year for us.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. All those people that got stranded
Yeah.
last year. Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
Hey
So the
Mo, I
flying
will
circus
say
is-
this: there's only two fly-ins on my bucket list that I absolutely want to go to, and of course, one of them is flying circus. I don't even have. I mean, if I went out there, it would I'd fly out there just to experience it, not to fly it, just to experience it. And I have a feeling it's one of those events where it's a lot more fun on the ground than it is in the air. You know what I mean?
I recommend for the first timers that are here to not fly. There's just so much going on. Number one, there's so much going on. It's really hard to sort of take it all in. And the second thing is, it can get really crazy around here. I mean, right now the skies are empty, but oh my gosh, Friday and Saturday mornings and afternoons, it's crazy out here. You know, you'll have the paramotors and you have fixed wing and skydivers and bowling ball cannons and shooting range. I mean, it gets a little overwhelming. It's really fun. That's why I keep doing it every year. But I could see that the chaos for a new person would just be better to become just to soak it all in. For sure.
Are
So
there going to be air bosses or any kind of organization, like a pattern or any kind, or is it just every man for himself?
No, absolutely. So one of the things that I'm really concerned about, and we've been working year after year to make the event as safe as possible and still maintain that level of freedom and keep the rules as minimal as possible. But yes, we were going to have safety people on the ground that are monitoring air traffic and just making sure that the paramotor pilots are behaving as best we can. We do ask to follow basic patterns. But the cool thing is we set aside times for everything, and that's worked really well. So the paramotor pilots can fly early morning, late afternoon. I think we end paramotor flying like at 10 o'clock and then resume at like 3:30 or 4. And that leaves the rest of the day open for everything else. So we have the shooting range and the skydivers and the fixed wing happening the rest of the day. Cool. Yeah, and then when I say paramotors, I also mean all the ultralights. Ultralights and paramotors fly at the same time. So you'll see balloons. Sometimes this year, I'm hoping we get 4 or 5 balloons out here at the same time as the paramotors, which is really fun. It's fun to if you haven't flown with balloons, it's really, really cool.
So the two prices that you mentioned, one's the basic and one's with all the food. The basic is for everybody, even if they want to fly or not want to fly and just hang out, or how's that work?
Yeah, so we decided years ago that this really isn't a flying, it's an event. And if people come, they're coming to enjoy the event. And sure, if you're bringing the best of yourself and that is flying, great, bring that. But people come to dress up in some really crazy costume, or someone brings a really cool big gun, or brings a whole bunch of fireworks to shoot off. So, you know, some people bring art, some really cool art to display. So there's that's what really makes the event special. I know that there's a few other events that are kind of modeled after that. One of them is Burning Man. And, you know, whether you're there for 5 minutes or the whole 7 days, the price is the same. And we're modeling it after that.
Okay.
We want to encourage people to be here the whole time, not just show up for Saturday night. And yeah, and it really is an event. It's not just for one group of people or another.
Okay, so campers, generators, porta potties. How does all that work? Showers and things like that.
Good question. So we have some water on site, and we have some porta johns. You can't see the porta johns from here, but we do have some porta johns that are built into a septic system, and we keep those clean throughout the whole event. So we can handle as many people as needed with 4 porta johns. It works really well. As far as water, we have a well on site with a 3,000 gallon tank, so people can take water if they want to, but we don't have any dump. We don't have any showers either, so you're kind of on your own showers. But we do have the ability all over for people to camp. There's some really, I'm going to point the camera. This is one of the most popular camping sites because you're open right up to the paramotor field right here. So a lot of people that just want a tent camp will camp here. And then I'm facing north now. On the north side there, we've got open areas where we can handle probably 200 to 300 RVs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for those that just joined us, Mo,
Yes.
and to show your commitment, he is broadcasting live from the North Tower.
Right.
Sounds nice, doesn't it? Could you show
Right.
show where you're at there one more time?
Sure. So I'm sitting on top of a literally a hunting. It's one of these hunting towers that we set up, and I'm going to point straight down. I'm about 25 feet up in the air, and if you look over to the other side, there's another tower over here. That's kind of we set up, and we're going to have live bands, 5 live bands. Again, we don't have anything set up right now. We're just basically bringing gear out. We were out today, just doing work out here and bringing gear out.
That reminds me of the Green Acres phone. Remember Green Acres? How I had to climb the pole to make a call.
Right. Yeah. The reason I did that is I'm out in the middle of the desert, and my nearest cell tower is like way over that way. You can probably see the lights flashing. If I'm on the ground, I don't get good reception. So it's my reception is best up here.
Yeah, we tried this with him on the ground, and he was so choppy, and we couldn't even. I don't even think we could have a short conversation. So when he got up there, his video looked great and his audio looked great. So that was pretty cool. Will, was there any questions in the super chat since we got you?
Yeah, well, yes, there was. Paul Marzano wants to know if you got the horned helmet all polished up.
Yes, we do. I've got that thing ready to go.
And James was asking for the price one more time. He missed it. The cost.
So we do have we're gonna have 2 gate prices. It's gonna be, I think it's 180 for the basic and 260 for the whole enchilada. And the whole enchilada includes everything in the basic. The basic is going to include a camping pass, a t-shirt, and a calendar. The whole enchilada includes all that plus dinner, plus bowling ball, plus a sky lantern. There's a whole bunch of other things that are involved. It's kind of fun. So there's about $100 of extra stuff in the whole enchilada for basically $60 more. I strongly recommend. We're going to have some extra dinners. They are incredible. Like the caterer that comes out is just out of this world. He makes his coleslaw. I don't like coleslaw, but he makes his coleslaw that is like they cut the cabbage right on site, and yeah, they're slicing the carrots. It's so good.
Oh,
It's a
sounds
highlight.
like
Look forward
it.
to it.
Yeah.
I love coleslaw. Mm-mm-mm.
I don't like coleslaw, but this guy's
Oh, you
coleslaw.
know, yeah, you can. Some of the coleslaw, like you go to the restaurants, it's so weird. Nobody makes them the same. Sometimes they're really dry. It's like you're just eating a bowl of cabbage, you know. And then other ones they overdo it, and then you're like having, yeah, coleslaw soup. But anyway.
So this guy cuts up raspberries real fine and adds them in there, and it has sort of that's what gives it its sweet, but it's a very tart sweet. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yummy. I know.
Oh my gosh! Now I'm like really wanting to clear the schedule to make it out there. Oh my goodness, you're killing me, man! You're killing me. Who's going to be going over there this year to the Flying Circus? Anybody in here in the panel? How about the super chat? Who is going? Would like to know. And if you're going, can you pick me up?
Yeah, just swing by Arkansas.
Another question that would follow up with that is anybody that's been to the flying circus. Is there anybody that's come
Yeah,
either
Jim.
on the panel
Jim
or
went
super chat?
last. Yeah, Jim went last year. Jim, tell us about the flying circus and what you thought about it since you went there.
I thought it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And what an experience to fly in the desert. It was just amazing, like totally different world. And to fly in sand, like to land in the sand, it was it was neat. It was such an experience. And if you are an experienced pilot, don't worry about flying there. I mean, but if you're new, don't fly there because there's just too much. I mean, you're nervous as it is. If you're nervous flying around people, don't fly there. But if you're okay with it, fly there. It is awesome.
So do you have like a gaggle group or something like that that people can be part of the gaggle group on the gaggle app, Mo?
There's a bunch of local pilots that are on the gaggle group. I will bring that up and see if we can get a gaggle group going for the circus. That'd be good.
Yeah, I think we used the Salton Sea one last year because we had all been at Salton Sea. So we just went over to you right after and we were able to use that and it worked great.
Nice. Yeah, the internet connection, even though I'm like standing on this tower, it's actually pretty decent cell coverage out here. It's good. I haven't had too many issues. I have T-Mobile, and the coverage is good. So I know Verizon is good and AT&T, even though we're in the middle of the desert. I'm like the nearest neighbor is 4 miles away, and yeah, they don't care what we do out here.
Mariposa is nice and
Even though we're
close
far
though,
away
right?
from, even though it seems like we're in the middle of the desert, we're only 30 miles from Phoenix. So it's really cool because we can really have the freedom to kind of do what we want out here
My
and put on
buddies went
amazing.
last year, and they're going again this year. I think last year they shipped all their equipment and had it arrive there when they showed up, and then put it all together when they were there, which was quite expensive. They said they got some other way to do it this time. I'm not sure what they're doing this time, but yeah, two people from Virginia is going way over there now this year to the circus. He said he was going.
If
So
anybody wants to ship gear, I'll just throw this out there. You're welcome to send it to my shop and contact me privately to get your gear if that is any easier. And I can certainly meet up with you and get you your gear.
cool.
And vice versa, we could ship it from my shop when you leave. So
That's cool. What is the address like if we want to check it out on Google to see how far it is from our house? What is the actual address?
that's this
Yeah.
we're the
Search
address
it.
is literally Motown Airport. So just Google Motown Airport, Arizona, and it'll come up. That is the address. Yeah, we don't really have a physical address out here. There's no mailbox.
There's no mailbox. That's
Right.
awesome.
We have airmail, but
That's interesting. You got airmail. I like
no,
that.
no, no. I'm just joking. We have airmail because we fly. That's it.
Right. I thought that was pretty cool. We got airmail.
Right. The
Fly.
airmail is going to be dropping the money. So
Ironically, it takes as much time to fly from Mariposa to the airport as it does to drive on your fly in your paramotor. It's
no, it's actually less to fly.
it's
No, it's
less to fly.
significantly
Yeah,
less to
that
fly.
makes sense
Yeah.
because it it's cool.
So is
So
it 5 Alpha Zebra 6? Did we lose him?
uh,
Did he go down the hill? Go back up the hill.
I think we
can
lost
you guys hear me still?
Oh, there you are.
If
No,
you just put it in Google Maps, you'll find it.
There's 1,600 feet in elevation.
Our elevation is 1,600 feet.
Okay. Okay. I was trying to find
5 Alpha
it.
Zulu 6, right? That's the right airport.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I was looking, see if I could pull it up with Google Maps, but here's MapQuest.
Gosh, MapQuest. I have not looked at MapQuest since we got Google Maps on our
Yeah,
phone.
I know, right? It's kind of like what is it, CompuServe or
Oh my gosh, CompuServe. Wow.
AOL.
Yeah, well.
Is this still
Well,
loading or okay? Because I'm like, man, all this showing is nothing but desert.
Who, me?
Let me zoom out to get
No,
some.
he's showing the map of the airport, and it was just all white. I'm like, okay, there's nothing
So
there.
right here is where it is.
that would be a very, very long drive.
Are you just a couple states over, Sean?
Yeah, but Texas would take 2 days to go through.
Yeah. Well, that's really interesting. And not last year, but the year before, a couple my buddies went over to well, actually a couple of buddies drove and then a couple flew. So they actually put their gear on that trailer, and when they got there, they could use their gear. So that's the way to go, man. If you can swing it.
I'm putting a sweater on. I'm getting cold.
Yeah, you're up, what, 20, 25 feet up in the air,
Yes.
breaking the elements for us.
Whew.
Well, that's not bad. It says that it's 20 hours there, and it's about 20 hours from here to Florida. So it'd be about the same distance. So that's not too horrible, I suppose. 20 hours. Obviously, you got to stop and get gas every once in a while. So I'd say 24 altogether. And then you get there, and then it's like, I need 10 hours to sleep. So when can we
Cool
get there?
hoodie.
What's the earliest that we get there? And then what's the latest that people usually leave?
Um, we encourage people to show up Thursday morning. If you're going to volunteer at all with anything, you can show up Wednesday. So if
Do
you do
that.
plan to volunteer and help out with the event, you can show up Wednesday. Otherwise, Thursday it is.
Okay, so volunteering, do you still have to pay to get in, or is that one of the cool things that you get to do? You get to volunteer and not have to pay. How does that work?
No, volunteering, you still pay. It's just it's we ask people to bring the best of themselves, and that's one of them. If you want to volunteer and help in the event, it only makes the event better.
But last,
Excellent.
are you giving a meal ticket this time
Yes, I will
for
give meal
volunteering?
tickets. We have a caterer, or basically a food truck, and we do give out as a thank you to volunteers one meal from the food truck.
And it's worth getting in early. It's
It
worth
is.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
because especially
the place
last
gets
year, it was
the place
packed.
gets crowded fast. Yeah, and then you get slim pickings and parking.
So how easy it is, I mean, how easy is it to get there, find a spot? I guess you have to find a spot pretty close to the paramotor field, I suppose, if you want to fly. But if you're not going to fly, I guess what anywhere would be good, or where would be the locations that you'd want to, camp?
So we set this up so even if you park in the worst spot, you're still very close to everything. The distance of walking is a couple hundred feet at most. Um, so yeah, if you just to give you an idea, I'm going to point my camera, but there's an RV parked right out there. That's the furthest spot um, on the property where you park your RV, and yeah, and I'm looking at it from here. It's not a very far walk. So yeah, we do have plenty of parking, but it's very easy access to the main sites from there. We have a lot of open areas to fly, and it's even if you get a bad spot, it's really good. It's easy to get to the flying spots.
Okay, excellent. I think that we got a question in the super chat, but before we do that, we'd like to say welcome to our newest member on this channel, Kevin Houston. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. This is part of the nonprofit, so anything that you give or donate while we are doing this show goes directly to our nonprofit Run to the Sky. So thank you very much. All right. So Mo, you think that getting there early in the morning on Thursday is the way to go?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, the earlier you can get here, the better. By Friday, things get really packed already. Even Thursday, people show up and they're like scrambling. The people who have been here in the past and know get here early. Yeah, yeah, definitely the early bird gets the good worms at this event. But
Definitely like
still
the sandy worms out there, right?
right. I'm going to also make another recommendation. If you do come to the event, the maps are going to try to tell you to come from the south. Do not. The south route it's passable by 4-wheel drive only.
Oh, okay.
If you try to bring your RV up there, you will destroy the vehicle. The north route is excellent. We've been dragging the roads. We've been cutting back the weeds. Any RV can come down the north route without a problem. But the south route, I would not do it. And unfortunately, the mapping software, many of them will point you to the south route.
I hope that people watch this and know better.
Yeah, and if you go on the website, we say it as well. It's like it's very, very clear. Do not go with the south route. It seems shorter. It seems like it's a lot closer. We can see the highway right from here. It's 5 miles away. But the road up from the south is really, really bad.
Gotcha. 5 miles away, so you can park way over there, fly over.
Right.
That'd be the way to go.
Sure, there's plenty of room to do that. So if you want to fly in, you could.
Good deal. Tonight we are going to be giving away a prop cover from Mo, and we'll be doing that here shortly. So if you have not done so already, make sure you say hello at Will Fly and let them know that you are here and you would like to be on the spinning wheel of winning things. Will,
do we do a quick thumbnail? Sorry, do we do a quick thumbnail where we got Mo all nice and clear on the screen with this awesome hoodie? It's Arizona Flying Circus hoodie. That is cool.
Yeah, we've got this year we're doing orange ones, so it's going to look really cool.
Oh, cool.
Shirts are going to be bright orange.
Cool. I'll
no
have to tell
political
Robert.
Statement there.
I'll tell Robert, pick me one up when you're there. You know.
Sounds good.
Like she wants everything. Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Excellent. I even took a picture.
All right.
Cool. Thank you.
Good deal. Will, anybody in the super chat have any questions before we move on?
There was a question and a comment. I think it was Paul said that last year there was a dude with like a one-man balloon. Is that the case?
There was. You never know what's coming to the circus. So people bring the craziest things here sometimes. Unfortunately, he won't be able to make it. It's a dear friend of mine, Steve Trebier, and his wife, Deb Nelson. They can't make it this year. They've been coming to the circus for about 15 years in a row, and they had some things that came up. They cannot make it. Yeah, They called me and personally said, "We are so sad we can't make the circus this year, but next year they'll be here."
That has to be a spectacle, really.
It was really fun. Yeah.
John Armstrong is wondering about as far as the price goes. Is it $260 for the RV, or if he brings a family of 4, is it $260 times 4?
It would be $260 times 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do offer reduced. We kids under 16 are free.
Okay.
So, yeah, we don't charge for the admission of children under 16. Yeah, and it's a family fun event. We do have one of our activities is we were going to try to get a piñata, but we're still trying to make that happen. But we have this kids Olympics that's really fun, where we have all kinds of activities.
So do you drop the kids out of the airplane?
Right. Yes, that's after the money drop.
Poor kid.
That's funny.
Drop them out with the money, right?
Highlight. the highlight last year was the lanterns. Man, that was awesome.
Yeah, I've got about 600 lanterns this year. So we're going to try to do that again. That's a super weather dependent one. So you got to have really calm air to do the lanterns. And last year we had this perfect window right when the band was taking a break, and we're like, let's do it. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, some of the videos out there with the lanterns are really, really cool.
Kramer said, I'm the same height as a 12-year-old. Does that give me a discount?
Right.
So if you feel like somebody that's 16, we can be 16? I don't know. I think that's how it works. So seems like it's a really awesome thing. And like if you guys just dropped in, they're going to be dropping $50,000 out of the airplane this year, which is really awesome. And if you're lucky, your kids will be dropped out of the airplane too. No, they won't. You can pretty much make sure that you get there early in the morning on Thursday and find yourself a parking spot because in the afternoon it really gets full. So make sure that you get there early. Across the way, you said that you have enough room for 200 people with RVs.
Yeah, 200 to 300 RVs. Yeah, we
Jeez,
have enough room here for at least that.
that's awesome. And as far as
And the roads are fantastic right now. My gosh, we have an old timer here, a good friend of mine, Frank Kurland, who loves Motown, and he's been dragging the roads like every day, twice a day. And yeah, they're really, really good right now.
Excellent. Sounds like a plan. If I didn't have these things that I had to do this next couple of weeks, I would definitely be there. It sounds awesome. I will make time next year for sure for the Flying Circus, even if I have to start saving up now for an airplane ticket to make sure I'm out there. I will be out there next year for sure. Any other questions in the super chat? Any other questions on the panel?
Travis said, is he gonna, I don't know if Will ask this, is he gonna do the trapeze lady below the paramotor?
Maybe.
There you go, maybe.
So yeah, I 2 years ago I pioneered this thing with a trapeze, and it was just such a cool thing. I really enjoyed it, and we've done that now, I think, three times at different flying circuses. There is a woman coming, but I injured my leg last year real bad, and I'm real concerned about doing an activity like that. So we'll see. We'll see how my leg is. It's doing really good right now, but
Holy moly. So you got a bad leg and you're climbing up to that. You're sitting on that tower.
I know,
right.
right?
Oh, it's just a ladder here. It's okay.
Oh, you
North
guys,
Tower.
I tell
And
you.
it's getting dark, so he'll
Yeah.
try to get off this thing when it gets dark. Don't
I know,
Right.
it's making me
be
nervous.
Then
safe.
no trapeze.
And no trapeze. That's crazy.
Oh my
Yeah, no, the
gosh.
trapeze is really fun. Maybe there might be a chance. Now, there's a pilot that posted. I've been in touch with a pilot. His name is Brian Didario. He contacted me and he says, "Look, I have this love of rockets, and I fly paramotors, and I've been looking for a way to sort of put them together." So he sent me some videos of him testing these rockets. Basically, he put a rocket, literally strapped a rocket to the back of his paramotor, and hung it in his garage to see what it would do. And anyway, he's been making some pretty good tests with this thing and getting input on safety and all that. And he's gonna showcase it here at the circus, so it'll be fun.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I
He
saw
posted
that
it on
video. It
Facebook.
was
It just got slammed.
pretty amazing.
Yeah, he posted it on Facebook and just got completely slammed. And I'm like, I've just been talking to this guy. He's really doing it in a very safe way. So, but it'll be fun. It'll be really fun to watch.
Interesting. Any other questions out there?
Angela's got a question. Angela Presslick. She wants to know if they get there on Wednesday, can they just volunteer or do they have
Yes.
to sign up?
Yes, they do. They can. That'd be fine. And we're gonna need we need some volunteers to help with setup and then during the event We're going to need, there's a number of volunteer positions still open. So that could be good too. So, including flight safety, we're going to need help with parking. So we have, if we get a few volunteers just to help basically guide the RVers where to park, it makes it really, really convenient.
Cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've been doing this event so long. We've figured out ways to make it so that it really works. It's very smooth, and it seems like chaos, but it's there's a lot of intelligent planning in the background.
Sure.
Do you find money all year long?
from the money drops.
Yeah.
No, it gets picked up pretty quick.
I know.
One year we had like 20-mile-an-hour winds, and when they dropped the money, it just went streaming down the runway, and like people were just running after it like crazy, insane people. It was really fun to watch. And at that point, it was just like $1 bills, and they're just running down the runway at full speed to grab $1 bills. It was quite a sight.
I couldn't believe I only got $5.
Well, this year I can guarantee you it will be.
Got to be faster, Jim. Got to be faster.
Oh man, it was like the stuff just kept going over me. It's like I could not keep up to it.
This is where that family of four would come in real handy.
There you go. Exactly.
No kidding. So if you got 50,000 bills that are going to be dropped, divided by 550 people there, that's about $90 per person that you could potentially get. So that'll be at least $100. So there's your money back.
There's a number of $100 bills in that one.
Oh wow.
Dang, man. You know what you got to do? You got to give everybody like lace the food with X-Lax the night before. I mean, when you're talking about money, anything's game, right?
Right.
Well, he also said too,
you couldn't have said it better. I agree 300%.
So if there's only 4 toilets there, you better not give everybody X-Lax. It'll be really, really bad.
That's funny.
Plainfield wants to know, can you buy wood there for individual fire pit?
Say it one more time, Scuba Steve.
Plainfield PPG says he can't remember when he was there. Was there wood available for purchase for the individual fire pits?
We work really hard to bring the wood down here. If someone wants to take wood off the pile, just make a donation to the event and it'll make it better next year.
There you go.
I'll just put it that way.
That works.
So we have plenty of wood here. We had one pilot that one of the things we've learned is that when the going's good, you go. And I'll give you an example. We had a huge storm this summer, and it knocked down literally thousands of trees. And so the landscapers were going nuts, chopping these trees up because they were all over the roads, and they were chopping these trees up into perfect size pieces for our fire pit. So yeah, we just dropped everything and we loaded up tons of wood, and they were really happy because they didn't have to haul away that wood. So, but yeah, we've got lots of wood out here, but the pieces are going to be big. I mean, we've got like big stumps and things, but
so put the cannonball out there and split the wood.
Right.
All right. Will, it is 7:34. Do you got everybody on the spinny wheel of winny things?
I think I do. Pretty sure I do.
All right. So if you put that up, we'll have Linda Anderson say hello to everybody tonight.
Right. Share.
Oh, there I am.
There you are. There it is.
Okay.
There it goes.
All right. Welcome, chatters and chatterland and viewers and listeners and all that. Thank you, Penguins, on Monday night. We're so happy to have you. So let's go. Let's get this rock and rolling in here. Good luck, everybody. We got Tony Marzano, Mr. Vegas in the house, Bill H., my buddy, lovely Angel Preslick, Hunter Toon, what's up? Giselle and Mark. We got Kramer. Hello, lovely Kramer. One Wheel Grandma, I love you. Travis DuPont, John Wayne, Cowboys in the House, Razor Sharp, Joseph Hudgens, Plainfield PPG, what's up? Paul Marzano, James, Greg Laney, what's going on, Greg? John Armstrong, just want to fly, Good Pastor, Kyle Neal, Ellen Houston, CT Fly, and 2 feet and a heartbeat in the house tonight. Thank you so much.
Right. Excellent job. You do a really good job saying hello to everybody. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Tell me and just let me know if I'm too loud because I start reading the names and I get louder because I get so excited. I see the spinning wheel and all my chatters.
Hear you. Excellent. So,
Okay.
Mo, tell us a little bit about the Flying Circus as we're spinning and the prop covers that you'll be giving away.
Certainly. So yeah, good luck to the winner who's going to win a set of Moment prop covers, Moment paramotor prop covers. And depending on what the winner chooses, we could do a left or right pattern. So whichever prop you have. So if you have a belt or a gear drive, we'll get you the right prop cover for your needs. So I am sitting on a hunting tower here at Motown Airport. We're getting ready for the upcoming Arizona Flying Circus. It starts in 10 days in February 15th through the 18th.
Cool.
So, yeah, and I'm enjoying this beautiful evening. It's gorgeous out here.
Are you on the ground now or are you still up there on that?
I'm still 25 feet up in the air on this tower. The good news is I'm afraid of heights and I can't really see anything, so it's not so bad now.
You can't really see anything? So if you fall, it would just be like, oh, good, I can't see. Oh,
yeah, right.
Oh, maybe Travis is going to win.
No.
So close. So close, Travis.
Sorry, it's rigged.
Giselle and Mark. Getting close. Ooh, it's getting close.
It's going to be Giselle. Yeah.
Yay.
All right. Congratulations. Winner, chicken dinner.
Leave that on there for just a second.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Too late. It's Giselle and Mark.
Giselle and Mark.
Jisel and Mark.
Did I say, Giselle, did I say it right?
So Mo, how do they get up with you so they can get the correct prop covers?
So they can contact me. Oh boy, it's got real dark here. Screen, yeah. It's there. Can you see me better?
Yes.
Maybe not. Yeah. When let's see. Hold on. There we go. That'll be better. They can get a hold of me by email, info@momentparamotor.com. Yeah, that would be the best way to reach me. Or if they go on the Moment website, our phone number is there as well.
Now, you train at Moment Paramotor and you also make paramotors?
Yes. Yeah. So my primary company is one called Air Paramo, and I've been teaching since about 2001. And then we started building the Moment paramotors about five to 7 years ago. So,
and where do we go to find those Moment paramotors?
Momentparamotor.com.
And what kind do you have? I mean, I assume that they're set up for 185s and Atom 80s or any type of motor, or how does that work?
So you shouldn't have started this going, but I'm going to start talking about the Moment because it is one of my favorite things to talk about.
Excellent.
So the Moment originated from kind of my quest to find a paramotor that was really strong and that would travel well. And I haven't really found anything that does that well. And so I developed the Moment from years of plans. My background, I was an architect years ago. And so I have a deep knowledge and understanding of how structures work, and I work on CAD. So I really love working with materials and how the human form interacts with an object. What's really cool about the paramotor is it lets you, with the Moment paramotors, is it folds down into little suitcases. So you could carry it with you if you want to travel. In less than about 5 to 10 minutes, you can have a paramotor that breaks down into a very small package, and it's still really, really strong. It's probably one of the strongest ones out there. We have a double ring cage, so you can adapt it to a trike if you want to. And they're beautiful. They're really beautiful. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, hear you great. We're listening. This is awesome.
Yeah, so if you go on the website, you can see there's a promo video there. Again, it's momentparamotor.com.
Bill H wants to know how heavy it is.
So the Moment is not the lightest one on the market, but it's right in the middle. So the frame weighs, I think, right at about 16 pounds. And we do use a Dudek Power Comfort harness, which is a heavier harness. And I do recommend using a Helix prop, which is going to be a slightly heavier prop. So with a Moster 185, I think it comes in at 52 pounds. So it's not the lightest one out there, but it's certainly right in the kind of the mid-low range as far as weight. And as far as strength,
yeah, it looks stout. It looks like
really
it's a strong
stout
cage.
It's a really stout cage. And then there's about 24 major innovations on it that are really fun. So
do you have your
one
own
of the coolest things is,
do you have your own light trikes that you sell?
I work with a company out of Poland called Air One, and we developed a special platform for the Moment to basically take on and off in 1 minute. It's a really, really cool system.
I was going to say that trike looks familiar. I've seen somebody flying a trike that looks very similar to that.
Yeah, they sell, I think Scout sells a trike very similar to that one, or the same trike.
So what kind of motor can you put on that? Is that a motor? Is that a mounting plate that can accept almost all the motors, or do you have the different mounting plates for all the motors?
No. So what's really cool about the Moment is it comes pre-drilled with mounting options for 18 different motors. All the Moster, all the Viterazzi varieties, all the Polini varieties. It'll do the Black Devil. It'll do any of the Minari motors. So yeah, it's a really neat system. So you can just sort of attach any motor within minutes onto that frame.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and the other thing that's cool, I developed a really cool electric start system. What's one of the things that bothered me was the electric start systems on most machines. They're either using lithium batteries, or they're using lithium polymers, or they're using lead acids. And we started experimenting with drill batteries, like a Makita drill battery, and it works fantastic. It's such a cool system because they're very safe. They're a proven system. They charge in about 20 minutes. You literally plug it on and you can disconnect it, and it works so well. It's been a really, really cool solution.
I know a lot of people are doing that. They're changing out the regular battery packs for something like the Makita or the other drills batteries that are out there, and it seems like it works pretty well. So it's pretty cool that you actually got your own company and your own paramotor that actually does that instead of trying to come up with your own wiring harness and fixing the other ones that don't work very well, or their batteries, you can't find their batteries, or they're so ridiculously expensive. DeWalt batteries seem to be pretty good as far as they keep the charge, and they do pretty well. And so you can do what, any drill battery, or you have specific drill batteries that you are using?
We're using specifically the Makita mounting. We're buying aftermarket Makita batteries, but you'll get about between 40 and 60 starts per battery, per charge, I should say. And then it's 20 minutes to charge it. So you can have a spare battery. If your battery goes out, you just plug the next one in. And also from a safety standpoint, it's really nice because the battery is right on top. If there's any sort of emergency situation where you got to disconnect the battery, boom, it's disconnected in you take your thumb and just lift the battery right off. A lot of these other batteries are kind of very difficult to remove if there's an emergency. So
brilliant
Yeah, so
idea, man.
you don't even have to fly with that battery, right? You just put it on to
Right.
start it, and you can take the battery off.
yeah, but the batteries don't weigh much. I mean, a
Oh,
drill
that's
battery
true. I'm
weighs
just
like 2
saying.
pounds. It's light.
Yeah, I suppose you
Maybe
could take it
less,
off and then drop it with a parachute. So
right?
I just
Yeah,
meant
O'Brien is
start it
developing a
and
system with this rocket.
put it down before you ever take off. Unless you need to start it in the air. I mean, then you'd be pull starting. So
The other nice thing about these drill batteries is they're running off of, we're using the 18-volt ones, which, yes, we're giving more voltage to the motor, but it starts so fast that you're not hurting the motor. I mean, it's a boom, it just starts like in literally half a second. Where the 12-volt systems we've seen, or a 14-volt system, it just kind of lingers on, and it's hard to get the motor turning. Especially if you have a decompression port that's clogged. The 18-volt just goes right through that like nothing.
So
Yeah,
I've got a silly question, but I mean, as far as the speed of it starting, would it affect the gears in any way? I mean,
no, not at all. We haven't noticed any difference. It just starts it really fast.
okay.
that's nice.
It actually starts like how it should start. When you hear it start, it sounds normal, like the way a car would start. It's not a lingering start. A lot of the 12-volt starting systems on paramotors sound very, very anemic and just don't have the push.
Hmm.
And I think it's the opposite. You can heat up the windings in the motor prematurely by doing that.
Oh, that makes
Interesting. Any
Yeah,
questions
so
in the super
the
chat?
other really cool thing about the moment that really kind of came as a surprise is we offered as a DIY kit. And it is such a fun build. I've had probably 40 or 50 people build the DIY kit and tell me it is just super fun. So we developed a really, really comprehensive manual. You can download it. It's on our website. It's about 100 pages, but it seems like a lot, but it's all pictures. You just follow the pictures. It's like building a giant Lego. Super fun.
is that 52 pounds the dual hoop cage, or is that way more? The double cage, I should say.
No, that's 52 with a double hoop cage.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
We
good.
kept it very light. Yeah, our version 1, I made things really, really thick, and we kind of analyzed all the parts, and I redesigned every single component and part and was able to shave off 4 pounds and make it stronger.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, Bill H. and Angela Presley both say it's a great show tonight, and I would agree with them.
Yeah, definitely. It's really nice to hear about the flying circus. We haven't talked about that. I mean, we do know about the flying circus, but man, to actually hear all about it and to know that 50 grand is going to be dumped out in about 10 days, man. That is
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it this year. It'll be really fun. I can't wait to see all these adults running around like little children trying to grab paper coming out of the sky.
So can you bring like a butterfly net with you, or does it just have to
You
be
can
all
bring whatever you want. We have a guy with a flamethrower. He can use that too to fend off everyone else.
Let's go.
Dang, man. That's
Turn
some
the paramount
serious
around
stuff.
and blow all the money one direction.
Yeah, I'm
Have
thinking
somebody
maybe
waiting.
don't they have the blowers that you can use to suck things up? I mean, go out there and try to suck up all the money out of the air, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah, it
gosh.
doesn't quite work that way. It's very random where it's going to land. If you've ever
Hmm.
tried to catch a bill coming out of the air, it's really hard. They're totally random how they move.
You
So
got to
the
mix it up, Andy. You got to throw like a bunch of money mixed in with a bunch of rattlesnakes, something to where
Oh
they,
gosh.
they got to think about it.
Oh
Right.
no.
Do you have a problem with snakes out there? Like
Well,
Not
rattlesnakes?
this time of year. Yeah, we do, but not this time of year. They're all hibernating now.
Hmm.
Yeah, they come out when it's warmer. They don't like when it's below like 90 degrees.
wow.
Hmm. Yes. So then there's no bugs, right? No
No, we
bugs.
don't have. That's one nice thing about Arizona. The bugs are very, very few. We do have
That's
we do have
true.
them, um, but it is strange. They'll come out at the weirdest times. We have this infestation of caterpillars that comes out like once a year, and the roads literally turn yellow because they're just so many of them. They get run over and they just turn the road yellow. It's kind of
Really?
gross, but
Oh, the
yeah.
caterpillars. Yeah. I remember one year
Yeah.
they had what was it? Frogs. I forgot it was in
It's kind of like
Arlington.
sounds biblical.
It was in
Yeah.
Arlington. And I remember, yeah, they went into a restaurant or whatever, came out, and there was frogs all over the parking lot. I had never, when I lived in Arizona, obviously, but I've never seen anything like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We had
They
that
were
a few
just
years
sitting
ago. It
on the,
rained real bad and there were millions of frogs everywhere. It was like, where did they
yeah,
come from?
they were sitting on the parking things. People had to park, and you're like trying to walk and stepping over the frog. Some were run over, and yeah, that was interesting.
Sounds like
Most people think the desert is just this barren landscape with nothing and there's no life and it's just dirt and rocks and sun and that's it. The life out
Oh,
here is absolutely amazing. It's so alive. I can't. It's really hard to explain because I grew up in a very humid environment with lots of sort of a tropical environment, and it took me
yeah.
a few years to sort of appreciate the life out here. But it's so cool.
I hope somebody gets video of the bowling ball cannon and the money getting dropped. That'd be cool to watch if we can't be there.
There will be video. We'll have it.
I want to see that. That's
do you
Maybe
post it?
Sean, you
You
can be
you
here. Sean or Linda, you guys
Yes,
can be here and do the videos.
There you go.
I wish. I know. I told Robert, come by and get me.
Well, Will Fly is the guy that does awesome videos. Now, if anybody needs to go there and do videos, Will does, but he lives in North
Yes.
Carolina, so that's a heck of a trek.
he's not going to be filming if he's trying to catch money.
That's true.
I'm
That's
just going to
true.
sit back and film everybody trying to catch the money. That's all I'm going to do. Yeah.
Right?
That's great.
We may not have any video this year. You have a point.
Yeah.
Right? They're not
Right.
going to be videotaping when they can be getting money, huh?
Not unless you put on a helmet or something.
I can
Or
tell you, I mark my words. This will be the highlight of the event this year.
Nice.
Sounded like it.
Oh goodness, which is a good segue. One of my favorite things in the circus is people either love this thing or hate it. We have a guy who brings a tornado siren out here. Why a tornado siren? The guy called me up a few years ago. He goes, I love tornado sirens, and I happen to have one. I used to work out in the Midwest, and I'd love to bring it out to the circus. Do you mind? And I'm like, of course, bring it on out. And yeah, so him and his family set this thing up. There's like 7 kids, and they set this thing up and blow that thing off a couple times a day, and it's unbelievably loud. If you haven't been close to a tornado siren, it's stupid. I think they hear this thing in Phoenix. I'm sure they're like, "What is that tornado siren doing here?" Um, yeah. So anyway,
We got one right behind our house. Well, they use it for tornadoes and nuclear in case the nuclear plant, something happens with it, but it is very loud. And it's not even, I don't know, 3,000 feet from us. So, yeah, it's very loud.
we got them all over town here. So when a tornado comes through, we hear some serious loud. I mean, you can't not hear it. How about that? If there's a tornado, you can definitely hear the sirens for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right in the middle of Tornado Alley, Sean.
I know, but it always seems to go down south of us. I mean, we haven't had a tornado here in a very long time, so
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
might have just jinxed yourself there.
hey, I'm always
just
out there
realized
when the sirens are blowing. I'm out there with my video camera, so eventually I'll be able to see one. So why not, right?
I flew by that siren few months ago. If that thing would have went off, I would have crapped my pants. No.
Well, does yours go off on noon on Wednesdays also?
No, they've only tested it once since we've lived here. I hope they don't test it again because it is way too loud.
Oh, really? They
Well, we
test
use
ours.
it as a dinner bell. It's always very fun to set it off for the dinner. And
Oh, there you go. That'll get their attention.
How funny.
I have never once in my life heard a tornado siren.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, that's a
Ever.
weird thing because when I moved to
you don't
Michigan,
hear them. You feel them.
Yeah.
Right.
They really rearrange your organs.
I'll try to film it if they ever set this one off again while I'm here. I'll
they're
record some
they're
sound.
loud. I really seriously never heard one till I moved, when I moved from Arizona to Michigan in 2021. I remember I was taking a walk by my parents' house or whatever, and in the afternoon, just like you're saying, Sean, that I wasn't aware of this, and I guess on Wednesdays at noon, yeah, the sirens go off. And I'm walking down a busy street and I hear the sirens going, and I'm just like, wow, should I go back home? What is going on? But I saw everybody just driving around, like not even flinching. I'm like, oh, I guess it's okay because I don't see anybody running out of the park or I had no clue.
Isn't
And
that the
but I just kept
craziest?
walking.
Isn't that the craziest English? The when we say that it's going off, it means it's actually going on.
Yeah.
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 English is crazy. I would not want English to be a second a second language because okay.
John Wayne says Kylo Glee caught a tornado on video. I've seen quite a few tornadoes. I've just
What?
never heard of a
Not while flying.
Oh,
No,
no.
he was at his pharmacy when the tornado came through. They
I
put him
haven't
on the
seen
news.
that. Haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Dust devils
crazy.
are always fun in the desert.
No, Angela, I've never heard one. I guess in North Carolina, our tornado warnings are pretty much read about in the next day's paper. That's about all the warning we get.
That's
I mean, we
crazy.
get the things on your phone, the National Weather Service
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
sound. But
Oh, a quick I want to say hello, a shout out to Dane that's joined our audio podcast, and also
Nice.
Viking Descent has joined. So welcome, guys. We're talking about
Welcome.
paramotors, and you can always find us at iflyparamotors.com or runtothesky.org or runtothesky.com. And
Yes.
we gave away some cool stuff today. Mo was
Yes.
talking about a really cool flying circus that's going to be going on over in Arizona in 10 days. They're going to be dropping $50,000 in cash. So if you go out there, you have a pretty good opportunity to become at least a thousandaire, right? I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Last year we dropped when we dropped from the plane, there was a stack that came down, I think of 50 bills. This one kid picked it up and he was very happy. So we'll see. It might be quite impressive.
it's going to get to the point, Mo, where that plane's going to take off and it ain't going to come back. You know,
There is always that. That's a good point.
keep on going.
Yeah. Be like, psych.
I wonder how much $50,000 in cash weighs.
You'll have to come to the circus to see that.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just thinking about, obviously you're going to drop it from an airplane, but how much
Hey, Sean,
weight?
I'll send you a picture of me holding that before I give it to the pilot.
All right, and also too, put it on the scale.
Okay.
Just put it on your bathroom scale, put it on there, and see what $50,000 in cash weighs. Because I don't know about you.
37.8
I don't know
pounds.
about you, but I can barely, find $50 to put on a scale and see how much that weighs, let alone 50,000. So that's pretty cool. Hmm. Well, it is 8 o'clock and it looks really super dark out there. I know that Will
It is.
leave.
And I just remembered I am 25 feet off the ground here and I can't see nothing.
Oh, just spend the night there. You'll be
I
fine.
gotta climb down a ladder. So yeah, this is gonna be really interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you might want to turn on your cell phone flashlight, leave it right there to point down, and just get
Yeah.
the cell phone tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Be careful.
Well,
Yeah, you needed somebody there with a flashlight to wait for you to get down.
Next time for sure, right?
Hey,
Right.
But I'm looking forward to that picture of you putting that 50,000 on a scale because I want to see what that weighs.
I will get that to you, Sean.
Thank you. That's awesome. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much
Mo.
for 21 years of putting on the flying circus out there in Arizona. Thank you so much for teaching and for making paramotors and being such an ambassador to the paramotor sport. You are really awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
That's a
so
nice
much.
honor. Thank you. And I
Absolutely.
really appreciate you having me on your great show.
Well, thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Been
Thank you,
awesome,
Mo. We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Y'all
Yeah.
have fun out there at
Likewise.
the circus. I'm gonna have to make
Thank
it one
you.
of these years.
Can everybody get the
All right.
little heart thing
I
going?
can
Oh,
try, but I'm
my
holding
heart.
on for dear life here.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
don't
don't.
fall off the ladder.
Yeah, yeah. That next step's a doozy, man.
I can see him now. What?
That'd be a very cool video and a bad video all rolled up into one. So let's
Oh,
not fall off there.
is that Mary down there? Oh, hi, Mary. Okay.
Oh, see,
I
good.
might
Mary's
need
there.
some
Hi,
light.
Mary.
You can't
What are
see her
you
because
doing up
it's pitch
there?
black here.
Last
Don't
thing
let
we hear
Mary
is a
climb up there with you now. Jeez.
Yeah, so Mary is one of our super volunteers at the circus. She's been out here helping, and we're out here working on the roof right now and kind of getting things set up for the event.
All
She's the
right.
best.
Well, thank you so
Best.
much for hanging out with us tonight. That was a lot of awesome information. And what is the website if somebody wants to go check out the Flying Circus?
Again, it's ArizonaFlyingCircus.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Mo. Definitely
Yeah.
appreciate it. Can't wait to hang out with you and go fly with you, buddy.
Likewise, thank you,
Mary.
Sean.
All
Thank
right,
you,
See you guys in
Mary,
the air.
for all your help.
have a good one. Blue skies, buddy.
Bye.
Good
Now,
night.
safe going down that stairs now.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Should have brought a pair. You should have brought the wing up there and just kind of inflate it and float down.
Right.
Thank you,
I'll get
Mary,
you that
for
picture
your
of that
help.
stack of money.
I hope so. All right, buddy. Have a good one, man.
Okay, bye.
All right. So we're also going to say goodbye to Will first. We'll say goodbye to everybody else and we'll call it a night. So Will Fly,
Yeah.
thank you so much for everything that you do, buddy. I know that you're on our meeting today for Run to the Sky. You're our treasurer and you do the spinny wheel of Winnie thing. So you do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So thank you very much, Will. Definitely appreciate that. How do we get up with you, buddy, and all your cool videos that you do?
You can search for me on YouTube. Just look for Will Fly or willflyppg.com. I'll take you to the same place. And if you live in the Southeast, check out the Southeast Paramotor Group on Facebook. And also, Fly It for Gauge is coming up March 21st through the 24th in Bowling Green, Florida. You won't want to miss that. It's going to be an awesome fly-in, just a perfect place for a family get together and a fun fly-in. So, yeah, that's it. It's been fun tonight. Great show.
Excellent. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much, Will. We appreciate everything you do in the background. And we'll see you tomorrow. Is Shane doing his thing tomorrow by any chance?
Thanks for reminding me. Yes, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on YouTube. Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. Actually, you go to PPG Shane, ppgshane.com will take you there. Is that right?
That's right.
ppgshane.com. So 8 o'clock, I have no idea what the topic's going to be. We kind of find out together and yeah, we just have fun. It's a Tuesday night hangout, and that's exactly
Yeah,
I might need some
it's
light.
fun. That's right.
Excellent. Excellent. All right.
Good
Well,
night, everyone.
I know that you got to go. So
All right, good night, guys.
thank you
Thanks,
very
Will.
much.
Good night.
Appreciate you. We also got Kevin Houston. Now, Kevin Houston
I don't know how to
is
get off.
the president
There he is.
Hit the end button.
of Run into the Sky. Oh, wait a minute, Mo, you can't get out of it?
There should be a leave button in the bottom right somewhere. It says leave.
I'll take a look. Let's see.
I think I can remove you, so I'll go ahead and say goodbye and remove you. So hopefully that works. Have a great evening, Mo. Appreciate you, buddy.
Okay. Thanks again.
Absolutely. All right.
There we go.
That worked.
All right. And Kevin Houston, you are the new president. So hello, Mr. President, and we appreciate you being the president for Run into the Sky nonprofit. And you are not only the president, but apparently you're also a member of this nonprofit podcast. So that's really awesome, man.
Yep.
So,
Anything to help out.
no, we
We
definitely appreciate
appreciate it.
you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Making paramotoring great again. I'm just.
Yes.
Making
Yes.
paramotors great. I think paramotors has always been great. They just get better and better. So now that you are the president, what are some of the cool things you're going to do for Run into the Sky? Oops, put you on the spot.
Yeah, you did. I'm actually still kind of learning the ropes. So maybe in the next couple episodes we'll talk about that.
All right. So we actually call those lines on paramotors. We don't call them ropes or strings, but okay, that's okay. I mean, you're new to this. No, he's been very we're going to work really hard to make sure that it's really easy to get involved with paramotoring. He and I been figuring out a way of making this a very affordable thing, having an actual school and actually coming out for 7 to 10 days, 7 to 14 days if you want to, for a very minimal amount of money. Right. Even cooking out lunch and doing dinners and stuff like that. We are going to do a 2-week program for only $1,200. So if you want to learn to fly, um, that would be the way to go. So get up with Kevin Houston and ask him, hey, how do I do this $1,200 paramotor thing? And he'll hook you up, or just go check out runintothesky.com. That's our new page for our Run to the Sky. We're still working on the .org. So if you search for runtothesky.org, I don't think it's working right now, but it will be pretty soon. We're still working on that. And we appreciate everything that you've done to help us out to get this working and to help people learn to run into the sky. We also got our paramomusa.com. Did you do your pom-poms today? I don't remember
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
pom-poms.
I was just so intently listening to everything that, I didn't use my pom-poms much. But this
Pom-poms?
is
There
all
we
for
go.
you guys and for my chatters and my listeners and all that stuff. Now, this was a really good show, and I'm so glad I got Mo on because I wanted other people to hear about this fly and how cool it is. And he was so gracious to come on, and he's a great guy, great guy. So if you want to be a guest on my show, the show, just get up with me on ParamountUSA.com and take you right to my Facebook page. And I have a beautiful Facebook page now. And just let me know. I want to be on your show. I want to be a guest on your show. And I'll get you all set up just like Mo. And yeah, so please join us and come on Monday nights. Don't be shy. Jump in the Zoom. Say hi and hang out with us and all that stuff. We don't bite. We're good.
Well,
well,
uh,
some nights better than others.
did you
Yeah.
see in the super chat, Kramer says, I have $8,000 in $20 bills that weighs 11.1 ounces. So I'm thinking take that $8,000 and change it into $1 bills and weigh that
Goodness.
for us. And that way we can kind of maybe judge what $50,000 is. So, I mean, Kramer, you're the closest thing to helping us out to figure out what $50,000
But
weighs.
he's mixing hundreds in with it
Man.
too, so it's going to change it. I don't
Oh, darn.
know.
I just want to do
It'll be close.
a shout out to Kramer. She's been doing awesome getting those flights in. I'm so proud of you, girl. So excited. I even Saturday we drove by Torchport again on the way to Traverse City, and every time we drive by the airport, I get all crazy. My poor son. I'm like, I can't wait. So it's all in the books. They're gonna drop me off for the day, and I'm gonna hang out with everybody, and super excited to meet some new people and all that. So May is just around the corner.
I
And
know it's going by so quick. It's ridiculous.
yes. So anyway, thank you, chatters. Appreciate y'all. Join, hang with us on yes, Monday night, and then of course Thursday night it's paraglidingtalk.com with my son Robert Michaels. And I appreciate y'all on that show too, hanging with us in the chat. And we always have a good time. So anyways, my flyers, I'll be safe out there. I love you bunches. Thank you. Look at, I got the kitty toy. So
Oh,
love you bunches.
excellent.
Sean,
Yo,
Bill H wants to know when anyone can show up at your training school. Can he tell
anyone
us when
can
anyone can show up? Yes.
anyone can show up at the training school. So if you want to come and just check out the training school and just fly, obviously if it's a nice day, we're going to be there anyway. But you know my phone number. If you don't, my phone number is 501-747-3558. Yes, I gave you my cell phone number out there to the whole internet in the world. Very interesting though. I'm a grandpa. I don't get very many calls. Sure don't. So I don't mind doing that. If I was a 20-year-old girl, I probably wouldn't want to do that. But as an old man grandpa, nobody cares about mine. But I actually did. I actually had someone call me, and I don't know if they want me to use their name or not, so I won't. However, you know who you are. They texted and we talked 2 hours on the phone, just talking about paramotors. Had a good time. So if you want to just call and talk about paramotors, 501-747-3558. If you want to see when we're going to be out at the school, you can always text me and let me know, and I'll let you know where it is. And come on over and fly, especially on April 8th when the moon is going to cover the sun. That's going to be a really fun flight. We also got Scuba Steve, man. Hey, don't worry, dude. I ain't going to forget your Scuba Steve. Paramotordude.com. But wait a minute, you're something else now. I can't remember what it is.
Really? Paramotoroutlaw.com. Paramotoroutlaw.com.
Outlaw. Okay.
There you go. Because we're going to be outlaws when the government takes over and shuts us down and has drones flying all over the place. We'll be out.
For the last 3 years, it's been Paramotor Dude, and now you're just changing it all up. I'll never remember it.
I know. I got to throw a stick in the works. I got to remember it's season 5 instead of season 4 now. So
I know we're season 5, but at least I didn't change the name. Yeah, I guess we kind of did. We changed it to Run Into the Sky Podcast, paramotorpodcast.com.
Yes.
But
changes happen.
You're right. You're right. So this has been originally PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, Clearprop TV, paratalk.org, Run to the Sky Paramotor Podcast. So yeah, we've changed a little bit over the years, but we still got 30 people or so that come over and hang with us, and we still got some people that listen to our live audio, and we get a lot of people that actually listen to this after the fact on our podcast. So if you want to go to your favorite podcasting app and search for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, you will find us. We've been around. This is our 5th season, and this is episode 205. We've been around for a wee bit, so we want you to continue to hang out with us. Now, Paramotor Outlaw. Oh, I gotta write that down or something. Tell us a little bit about your Paramotor Outlaw and what that's all about.
Paramotoroutlaw.com takes you over to my YouTube channel because, I mean, if you try to look up scuba on YouTube, good luck with that. You'd have to look up scuba vapes. So it's easier to put paramotoroutlaw.com. It takes you straight to my YouTube channel where I do a show every Friday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. A lot to do with vaping and also a lot to do about paramotors because I talk about it every time because I can't resist it. I mean, if you're a pilot, you'll talk about it, and that's what happens. So
he does a lovely show with lovely Munchkin, my Munchkin girl. Yes, I love her.
She said, "Thank you, Linda."
She knows she's my girl. I love. Yep, she's my girl. We always have fun on your show, Scoop.
Yeah, we just have fun.
You see what Kramer said too? A $1 bill weighs slightly less than 1 gram, so 50,000 ones would be approximately 110 pounds.
Wow, that's more than I thought. 37 pounds. Am I into cigars? Paul, I vape. I no longer smoke. If I did smoke, I still have a It's a Boy cigar from somebody that was born 5 years ago. So
that might be quite stale.
Yeah, it's probably really bad at this point, but
the cigars would make your house all stinky.
I actually like the smell of
And
like
your breath would be like, yeah, I poor Munchkin, you'd be
pipes.
walking around with cigar breath all
The
day. That'd
smell of
be
them's good.
nasty.
I just want somebody else to smoke it near me. I just like the
Yeah,
smell of it.
cigars are good, pipes are good, cigarettes, they don't smell very
Oh,
good,
they
at
don't
least
smell
not to
Oh
me. But
gosh.
yeah, I guess so.
Takes me back like
All
to the Moose
right.
Lodge days. Well, the old
Hey,
folks are sitting around with their cigars and stuff.
did we're missing somebody. Where's our maple syrup smelling money guy? Dude, did you just leave?
just
He
bolted. He
just
just
What?
he jumped on an airplane. He said,
He said, I'm
yeah.
going to fly in
"Ah,
circus. I want to
I
get some
gotta
of that
I
50,000
gotta go do
dollars.
my taxes. So I'm gonna now that I've said my goodbyes, I'm gonna roll out of here.
I know
Sounds
I
good.
got to watch The Bachelor. I got
And
things
we're
to do here."
and I gotta fly. I gotta go out to the paramotor ranch because we got students coming in tomorrow morning. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go there now, jump in the camper, sleep. Then that way I'm there tomorrow in the morning when everybody shows up.
There
Ah,
you
there
go.
you go. There you go. Well, you guys
All
be safe.
right,
Oh, okay. So you guys be safe, all that good stuff.
big
And
heart. Cheers.
thank you,
Love you all.
chatters. They're still
Fly
there.
safe.
Chatters are still there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and hanging with us. And
Absolutely.
I'll see you in the chat this week because I just go every night. Just
You do, don't you?
I love it. I love it.
All right.
I
Well, have a
support it.
good one. Fly safe,
Okay.
everyone. Blue skies and run into the sky.
Much
Over at Run
love.
into the Sky. Much love. Yes. Peace out. Peace. Hey, that's a new peace sign.
I
Peace.
know.
Right? That's better than peace. Peace.
Big